welcome with another video today. I'm here in just front of my lab, BS Part 3 and MSc previous lab, and I have today is the first day of my students' actual performance in the lab. Now they are going to perform the experiment. I have explained them everything, and I've explained them via even by simply showing them how to do the experiments in different via different steps. So I showed them how they will proceed and how they will do it in the lab. So now they have been explained everything. Now they are going to start the experiment number 1 in the organic chemistry lab. This is the second week, and the second week is always the performance week, when their students are supposed to perform the experiment. So today they are going to perform the experiment. In the last week, that was the first week of this semester number 1, I have given them a general introduction of organic chemistry practicals, how they are going to perform all the experiments in this lab of organic chemistry. So now they have started the work. I'm happy that they are before time. At exact 8:30 we have started our work as been recommended, as been given in the timetable. So that's it. For the identification of known unknown organic compounds, this is the scheme, right? This is the first page. In the first few pages there are precautions, laboratory precautions which you are supposed to take, and the glassware which you are going to use, few things which you are supposed to read. This is for the students' own knowledge, personal knowledge. So you just go through that. Okay, so now your work starts from page number 16. Page number 16 is, the heading is scheme for the identification and detection of known unknown organic compounds. So give me one register and page so I can explain it. Now what you are going to do, you have your compound. Today I'm going to, as I've told you, that I'm going to give you known organic compound. So I'm telling you the name. When you know the name of the compound, that means you know everything about the compound. Its name, that is, it's first of all you will write down object. What is the object? Identification of known unknown organic compound, right? And then you are going to write down simply known. First of all, you just write the general heading, known, unknown organic compound. This is the general heading. Then you are going to write down a heading, identification of known organic compound. And what is the known? In the bracket you are going to write down the name of the compound, that is benzoic acid. Right? Benzoic. Because you know the name, so you know the structural formula, you know the molecular formula, and now when you know the name, you are going to make the structure of the compound, and you are going to make the structure here at one side of the page, right? Here you are going to write down the date also. Date is supposed to be written on every experiment you are performing. On every turn you are going to write down the date, because that tells you that on which date you have done this experiment, right? So this is the object. After the object you are going to make the three. They have explained us what is simply identification. So they said that, if I read, in this experiment you will carry out several qualitative tests. Now these are all qualitative tests. Now what is the difference between qualitative analysis and quantitative? Quantitative means that you are going to measure everything, but qualitative means that you are just going to handle it as it is, and you are not going to measure each thing, not in volumes, not in grams, but just as it is, right? So now when you are going to identify this compound, what is your object? To identify this compound. We know it. We know which compound is this, right? We know the name. We know the structure. But still there are so many tests which are going to, when you perform the test, you are going to confirm that yes, this is benzoic acid, right? First of all, and how you are going to follow this scheme. This is the scheme. Here they have written as the 3 columns. You are going to make these 3 columns in your journal, and then you are going to write down, what is it? That is the physics first. And what this thing is called? This is called preliminary examination. Preliminary examination. Now, what is preliminary examination? It tells you about the basic nature of the compound, whether its physical state, its color, its odor. Odor means its smell, O-D-O-R, odor, and its state, whether it is in solid state, liquid state, or what. So benzoic acid, it's in the solid state. So you can see here, I can show you. See, it's in the solid state. See, it's in the solid state. समझ आ रहा है? ये solid में है, तो हम इसको solid state में रखेंगे. And we are going to use these are the things which you are going to need. Smell. These are the test tubes. These are the funnels. This is the watch glass in which you are going to take out this compound. I was talking about the spatula. So this is the spatula. This is the spatula. Right? These both are spatulas. These are not for stirring. For stirring you need a glass rod, which is not here. Glass rod you will be needing, but you will not stir the compound, right? You will only take out few granules from here and you will add it in your test tube, right? And then you are going to do it and perform it in the way it is supposed to be. जो भी आगे से होगा we are going to practice. So now करना क्या है? You are going to make the 3 columns here, just like here. You will write down few lines about the preliminary examination that it throws, T-H-R-O-W-S. Here, I think they have written it through light. So don't write down through. Through light, किधर लिखा है? Here. It is throw. It throws, throw light on the general. So few lines about the preliminary examination you are going to write here, and then you are going to write down test number 1, that is physical state. Physical state. So now the physical state is simply this is in the what is the physical state of this compound? On your desk you are going to write, put it here on your desk. अपने desk के ऊपर आप इसको side पे रखेंगे, ठीक है? With the help of a spatula आपने निकालना है. And now you are going to do the preliminary examination of what? Of this compound. We are identifying this compound. We are doing the preliminary examination of this compound. Now what is the preliminary examination? The very initial examination. शुरू में जो की जाती है. This is called the preliminary examination. So what it tells us, the physical state. Now it is in the solid state. Now they have given you the option solid, liquid, right? So आपने क्या लिखना है? Solid. What is your prediction? Sorry, this is experiment. Experiment. This is observation, and this is inference or results. So आपका क्या हिसाब होगा? First is physical state. Okay, physical state में what you have observed, it is a solid, right? Solid state. Now they have given you the options that which compounds comes under the categories of the solid states. These could be a carbohydrate, it could be a phenol, it could be an aromatic acid, it could be an amide or analyte, right? So our compound is an aromatic acid. Which compound? It comes under the benzoic acid, is an aromatic acid. So we will simply write, you are going to write down, as this is the preliminary examination and there are so many, there's a list of compounds they have given and up till now we don't know. हमने ऐसे pretend करा जिससे हमें पता नहीं है. So आपने इसको सबको लिखना है. You have to write down the whole, that is carbohydrates, phenols, aromatic acids, amides and analytes may be present. What you are going to write down here? Just add a line, may be present. Write it down now, so that you will come to know. लिखें यहाँ पे may be present. In all the tests जितने भी हैं, whatever test you are going to write down, इसमें आपने सब में you have to write down may be present. Carbohydrates, what is that? May be, ये आपको add करना है खुद से, may be present. Because why? Because this is a very initial state. Please don't talk. Because this is a very initial state and this is the very, first steps, and we don't know because we have not done the whole examination, identification of the compound. So up till now we just know the state and the color and the odor. It has got some odor, yes, a little bit odor is there of the benzoic acid. Its fumes are coming. आप अगर थोड़ा सा इसको सूंघे तो आपको भी feel होगा कि there are fumes of benzoic acid, right? थोड़ा सा feel होगा. So now the next step is color. What is the color? It's white. It's white. And what compounds comes under the category of white? Many hydrocarbons and aromatic compounds. So you will write down many hydrocarbons and aromatic compounds may be present. In this way, you are going to do the third test. That is the odor, right? Odor, pleasant smell, fishy smell, bitter aroma, pungent, causing irritation. अभी इतनी भी नहीं है irritation, but yes, थोड़ी सी है तो सही. So you can no, bitter almond is just on for the benzaldehyde compound. The compound that has bitter almonds, kadve badam. Bitter almonds are kadve badam. That is only the compounds that are chloro compounds are those. Jaise aap khologe, they will be. I mean, your eyes will be full of tears. You will have a lot of water coming out from your eyes. So that is this is an indication of a chloro compound, right? But it doesn't have a fishy smell. It's not have a pleasant smell either, but it has no smell. मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है. Please आप inhale करें थोड़ा सा देखें. Check it out. I'm not going to check because I am pleasing. मुझे तो कुछ नहीं खा रही थी. No smell. पता नहीं मैंने डब्बा खोला मुझे तो उसमें से जोर से छींक के आने लगी थी. I don't know. करोना तो नहीं घुस गया अंदर नाक में. I have no idea. मैंने डब्बे से देखो खोल के देखो. हाँ. I had, I don't know.
मैम ये aromatic hydrocarbons.
ज़्यादा जोर से सुनिए. No, nothing.
मैम ये aromatic hydrocarbons के अंदर आता है ना तो pleasant smell.
बस अब आप pleasant smell इसको लिख दें और वही इसको बैठ जाता. ठीक है. Now we'll jump to the next section. Next section is your litmus test. Litmus test. Now what is litmus test? It tells about the pH of your compound, whether it is acidic in nature, whether it is basic in nature, and we use two litmus papers. That is a blue one and a red one. The blue one, if you will make a solution of the compound, a little water in the test tube, you are going to make it, and then you are going to dip your litmus paper into it, and you put it aside for a while, and then you will see that whether if blue turns to red, that means it's an acidic compound. If red turns to blue, that means it's a basic compound. And we know that this is an acid. We know it. अभी तो हमें पता है because ये क्यों आपको मैंने known दिया. Why I've given you a known compound? Because आपको practice हो जाए, you know the nature of the compound that this is actually an acidic compound. So what result it is going to give? Of course, the blue litmus paper will turn to red, right? इसमें ये होना चाहिए आपके में. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि रेड से रेड करके आ जाए. No. इसको वापस लगाओ क्या? Now I have explained them how to organize themselves because this is the first day, so they don't know that they are not supposed to put all their bags and everything there. So I've explained them that these cupboards are for putting the bags and for the storage area. I mean, they can keep their bags, their belongings in these cupboards. So the girls are also doing it and boys are also doing it in the same sense. The girls have performed the litmus test. This is the blue litmus paper. It turns red. So this is an acidic compound. Students are preparing their journals. I've explained them how to make the columns, how to do accordingly. Write down the date of the experiment.
Yes,
you are supposed to write down the date first and then the object and everything.
Yes,
for litmus test they are performing. They are warming the solution because the compound is not dissolving its benzoic acid. It will dissolve when you will simply warm it a little bit. Just warm it again. Pair of tongs, not pair of scissors. They are called pair of tongs. You're directly hitting it with your hand will burn.
There is no result in red litmus paper.
No action on blue or red.
Actually, there
Blue convert into red, then result
that is a neutral compound, but it's not a neutral, it's an acidic compound.
it
Just
turns
see.
into the blue litmus paper turns to red, which means there it is in acidic nature.
Very good. Very good. Students are divided into two groups, the girls and the boys. This is the girls side and that is the boys side. So they are performing They are still performing, but the girls have performed and now they are writing on the journals. You see, they are writing on the journals, and this is very good. I can show you that they are writing the new journal, the first experiment, the very first experiment. They are now doing it with the help of their schemes and with the help of their results which they got. They are going to just put the results into their columns. That's it. This is the suit. This is the suit.
Suit is mean actually black in color.
Blackish. Blackish is aromatic.
It's an aromatic compound.
One yellow.